Every football fan has watched it. The referee walks to the center circle. Two captains shake hands. A coin spins into the air. Heads or tails. Most people stop paying attention because they believe nothing important has happened yet. But the world's greatest captains know something the rest of us don't. Sometimes, the first psychological battle of extra time is fought before the ball is ever kicked. Not with tackles, not with tactics, not with speed, but with a decision that lasts only a few seconds. Today, we're exploring one of football's most overlooked moments, the hidden psychology behind the coin toss, and why great leaders understand that momentum often begins long before the first whistle. Chapter 1. More than just luck. At first glance, the coin toss seems meaningless. 50%. Heads or tails. Pure chance. But football has never been only about probability. It's about what players do after probability chooses a side. When 90 exhausting minutes have already drained every muscle. When extra time begins. Every decision suddenly carries emotional weight. The captain who walks toward the referee isn't just representing his team. He's managing the emotional state of 11 exhausted teammates. Sports psychologists often describe leadership under fatigue as one of the hardest forms of decision-making. Because tired bodies create tired minds. And tired minds search for certainty. The coin toss becomes the first opportunity to provide it. Not because the coin predicts victory, but because confidence often follows decisive leadership. Chapter 2. The captain's first decision. Watch experienced captains carefully. Very few treat the coin toss casually. The conversation is short. The decision is immediate. No hesitation. Why? Because uncertainty spreads. Confidence spreads too. Leadership isn't always about making perfect decisions. Sometimes, it's about making clear decisions. When a captain confidently chooses an end, or calmly accepts the referee's outcome, his teammates notice. Without saying a word, he's communicating something important. We're ready. Football is emotional. And emotions are contagious. The captain's composure becomes the team's composure. Long before the next kickoff. Chapter 3. Owning the next 30 minutes. Extra time isn't played with fresh legs. It's played with exhausted minds. Every sprint hurts more. Every mistake feels heavier. Every minute seems longer than the last. In those moments, the team that appears emotionally calmer often makes better decisions. This is where leadership becomes tactical. Experienced captains don't allow the break before extra time to become a moment of panic. They gather teammates. Slow breathing. Simple instructions. Eye contact. Short conversations. The message isn't complicated. Forget the last 90 minutes. We only need to win the next 30. Psychology transforms impossible tasks into manageable ones. Great captains understand that. Chapter 4. Momentum you cannot measure. Football statistics measure passes, shots, possession, distance covered. But they struggle to measure belief. Momentum isn't always visible. Sometimes it exists only inside the players. A successful clearance, a strong tackle, a confident instruction, a captain walking calmly toward the center circle. These moments quietly influence everyone around them. Sports psychologists call this emotional regulation. The ability to remain stable while everything around you becomes unstable. That's why the best leaders rarely appear frantic. Pressure creates chaos. Leadership creates calm. And calm often spreads faster than panic. Not because fear disappears, but because someone refuses to let fear become contagious. Chapter 5. The real advantage. Did the coin toss decide the match? No. Football is never that simple. Goals still need to be scored. Mistakes still happen. Moments of brilliance still decide championships. But the coin toss reminds us of something bigger. Elite football is filled with tiny psychological victories. The greatest captains don't wait until the game becomes difficult. They begin leading before the ball starts moving. Every conversation matters. Every gesture matters. Every decision matters. Because football is played with feet, but won with minds. The next time extra time begins, don't look only at the scoreboard. Watch the captains. Watch how they speak. Watch how they walk. Watch how they gather their teammates. Watch how calmly they make decisions while everyone else feels pressure. Because leadership isn't measured by shouting louder. It's measured by creating confidence when confidence is hardest to find. The coin toss isn't football's greatest mystery. It's simply the first reminder that championships are often shaped by small moments long before history remembers the final score. And maybe that's what separates great players from unforgettable captains.